And spoiler alert, guys.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen it yet, if you don't want the
continue
tea on this movie, then do not continue.
We are spilling all the beans.
Or watch it after you've watched it.
Yeah.
And tell us what you guys think.
Exactly. Comment below.
You are who you've been waiting for. You are who you've been waiting for. Wake up, get up, stand up, rise. Wake up, get up, stand up, rise. You are who you've been waiting for. You are who you've been waiting for. Wake up.
What's up, Ba Mifa?
Kobedi.
Lubes.
Quoi de neuf?
This is my sister,
Lana. And this is my sister.
Shava. And
And
we are Ba Babes. Let's get to the review.
Get to
So
it.
today's vlog is about, we are reviewing the movie Us by Jordan Peele. We saw it about, what, 3 nights ago?
Yeah, so we went Saturday or Friday night. So yeah, about 3 nights ago.
Yeah, and we did take some live footage, not in the theater, because you know we don't get down like that, but we did
Yeah.
take some live footage on our way to the theater and just our different ideas, what we expected, or didn't expect, just our thoughts about, you know, the screenwriter, movie producer, what else? About this movie, Jordan Peele, and you know, we had seen Get Out, so we kind of was like, you know, just giving our ideas. How do we think this movie would be? And yeah, it did not disappoint.
Yeah, I don't think, I think it was a good movie. Before we get there, so it premiered on the 23rd, so that's the day,
I think 22nd.
the 22nd. So yeah, we went the following day.
Yeah.
The 23rd was Friday. Yeah, so it was pretty packed. But let's get into it. There's so much, like, this is such a layer-filled film. Jordan Peele, I just want to say Jordan Peele is an amazing, I think he's a genius writer,
A beautiful
producer,
mind.
director.
Obviously.
Yes, a beautiful mind,
yeah.
for sure. Like, the way that he tells stories, and even the cinematography, you can tell he has a direct hand in, you know, not just the writing but the producing and everything, because you can just see that. And it just makes it come together as a masterpiece. Like, from the music.
Yeah.
It was like opera and like drums.
Yeah.
That was like the music that brought you into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so,
You felt it.
felt it.
It also felt the little sinister,
a little creepy.
yeah, so you got all of those vibes within that first song. Also the song I Got Five, what's that the name of it?
Yeah.
I'll never listen to that song the same way. Like, I just don't know. It's gonna be giving me creepy vibes now, but
I know.
yeah. So yeah, if we name everything, this vlog is gonna be long. So maybe we can name like 3 things each that we took from this film, and then if you guys want to hear more, we'd be more than happy to do a part 2, because like we said, there are so many layers, y'all. So many layers.
So like, I don't really know how to do movie reviews officially, but I feel like I should give you guys some kind of briefing on the film. So basically, this is a film with Lupita Nyong'o. I should probably get the actors list up here, but anyway, we'll put it up here somewhere. Baku is what I call him. I don't know his real name, but they're the 2 main characters, and then the 2 children. I think the daughter, I don't know her real name either, but she played her role very well. I think the acting was just on point in this film. Basically, the film opens up with, I guess it's backtracking into when Lupita, the mother, was a little girl. So basically, her parents, they were at a carnival on the beach in California somewhere, Santa Cruz, I believe. And, you know, it was rides and things like that, popcorn. This was back in the 80s, so, you know, it's real old school.
1986 to be exact.
1986. And yeah, so basically what happens is she kind of gets lost. You know, her father's not watching her. Her mother went to the bathroom. Long story short, she finds herself in the House of Mirrors. And basically it's by the beach, and so she doesn't know that it's a House of Mirrors until she's trying to exit after the lights went out. So, you know, it started getting a little creepy. And then all of a sudden then she realizes, you know, she runs into a mirror, she realizes, oh wow, it's a mirror maze. So basically while she's trying to find her way out, she begins to whistle, and there's someone else who's whistling back. So then she now notices there's another girl down there. She comes face to face with the girl is her. So I mean, those who have seen the trailer, you kind of know that this is a movie where basically there are doppelgangers involved, and then you have the good and the evil. So okay, so we get that out the way. Fast forward later, she has her own family, she's married. Okay, so what I want to take from this, I guess, the first thing I want to pick apart is I thought it was really interesting how, and I have to say this, the cast was all, you know, dark skin, chocolate, black. Yes. Not all the cast, but the main characters. So beautiful to see. Oh my goodness. Yes. In Hollywood, to see black, dark skin representation of just good acting, you know, and nothing degrading, you know, just a regular upstanding family, you know, educated, you know, just nothing negative, other than the fact that, like, you know, everyone was kind of low-key evil. But anyway, that's like the horror aspect. Yeah. But it was just really beautiful to see all the black characters. I love that. Like, I loved watching this movie and seeing people that looked like me play the main role. So that was amazing. I feel like that was definitely done intentionally. It was definitely empowering. We need more of that.
I feel like that's kind of his thing though, because even in Get Out, the main actor was a dark-skinned man. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you do have other casts. You know, they had their other friends of other races. You have all races in the film, but the main characters were black.
So what was interesting about that also is that not only was this family a dark-skinned black family, I also liked the fact that, you know, we live in a society where everyone's scared, like, of black people. Well, I mean, at least that's what they're telling us in the media and everything. So it was just interesting, the fact that this movie is not just seen as a black movie, because you know how you have films where you know, well, they're automatically put into a genre where this is a black movie for black people. Jordan Peele's films are, in a sense, everyone wants to go see it, and it's showing a black, I don't know, it's portraying black people as human.
Yeah.
Because we live in a society where there's all these stereotypes painted of us, and people want to see us in that light. So it was really interesting how this film that would reach so many people, you know, and just being a regular Hollywood film, like, that should be the norm, where you see people playing lead roles of all races. And you know, it's becoming more of a norm now, but that wasn't the case not too long ago. So to paint a black family, and you know, letting the world know that we may be different, because I do agree we're all different, but painting them as human beings. And a lot of times people like to take the humanity out of being a black individual.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah, definitely. That was your...
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so that was another thing I really enjoyed about the film, and I thought was interesting was just there was a lot of numerology going on. I feel like definitely this is a film I'm going to have to watch. I'm actually going to watch it again next week. But I'm probably gonna have to watch it a few more times to actually get everything. And even then, I feel like, you know, you would still miss some things because it was that packed with messages and even, you know, just symbolism that I may be drawing just because, you know, I'm relating it to myself. But so yeah, I really thought that it was interesting. Just the numbers they used, the scripture. It was Jeremiah 11:11. So 11:11 was a recurring number in there. 1986, obviously. And then there was the number 30. Was there 33?
Well,
used in.
what did they say? Did they say
Well,
present day?
33 years later.
Is
So
2019, right?
Right. So it was present day. So from 1986 to 2019, that would be 33 years. And then you have that was the age of Christ, Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Before he was crucified. And then also symbolizing, you know, after Christ was crucified,
The resurrection.
he resurrected himself after 3 days. So the numbers and everything like that, and then just having it be to explain this movie, you know, this would have to be a very long video, but basically having as it was above being as it was below, because basically these doppelgangers lived a very parallel life. Look at it like another dimension, but only they were below ground. And basically whoever was on top, from my knowledge, is the person that would basically control their clone or what have you, or their other half, or whoever shared their soul tie, whatever you want to call it. Basically the 33 and the numbers represented a time of resurrection, and that's when I would say it was the apocalypse, in a sense, when, you know, everyone came back to kind of claim their territory. And it got a little evil, you know. They rose up after, I feel like, 33 years, so I felt like it meant something. And it was interesting.
Yeah, like there's so many layers. Okay, but besides that, like there's so much symbolism. I feel like, yeah, this is a movie you have to repeatedly see to actually get everything. I did want to say though, what is his name? We're gonna say M'Baku from Black Panther. That's when he was fly.
It's just,
I want to say that, you know, he is a great actor. But I want to say that in this movie, it was just, you know, I have different feelings for him now, you know, because he was Zaddy in Black Panther.
He was bae.
And now in this movie, it was just like he was not showing up for his family at all. I don't know if you guys got that same vibe.
Yeah.
But I just felt like he was always hurt, and I just felt like he should have been like how close these doppelgangers or the evil ones, you know, how close they got to his children and his wife.
Unacceptable.
It was really unacceptable, and I kind of felt like he was kind of just fending for himself and didn't see, and I know it was kind of done on purpose, like as far as like him being a little corny or joking even in this serious situation. But he just wasn't showing up and showing out for his family. I felt like he should have been clacked.
Yeah.
Or like for them to get that close to his family, like I don't know. I had mixed feelings about him.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of symbolism in that too. You know, from my comprehension, from what I got. And it kind of went back to the fact that a lot, not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, I don't know. Some of our black men don't show up. So, like, that's what I got. I don't know if you guys got the same vibe from that, but basically, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if he was intentionally trying to make that a point.
Yeah.
Or if that was just coincidence. But I do think the character was the nonchalance was a little too exaggerant for it not to have been an intentional thing, because he was slacking big time. Like, we were upset in the movie theater.
Yes.
Like, it was irritating to see. I'm so happy that Lupita was able to, and her children, were able to, kind of find power and fend for themselves, because they definitely did not have that. They definitely couldn't depend on their father. So I think that was sad. He broke his leg, or I don't even think he broke it in the beginning, and he just sucked the rest of the movie. Sorry, Baku, but yeah, I had beef with your character in this movie. I ain't gonna lie.
Hashtag canceling Baku.
Yeah, you was bae, and then
I know, my goodness.
Like, yeah,
having mixed feelings now, but I mean, I do believe that there was a message in his role, and in both of the roles. So you had the strong black woman lead, and she was fearless. It also showed like how I don't know if they were in a real relationship either. It just seemed like, I don't know if she really loved him.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so many layers. Like, I don't want you guys to be confused. So,
yeah, we don't want to confuse you guys.
Yeah, but I did feel like the lack of feeling responsible, having that protective, like, don't touch my family sense. I felt like he lacked that. He was not showing up and showing out for his family, and I feel like if he was, he should have been gone.
Yeah.
And as far as her, I felt like she maybe not have been, I don't know, like, she was holding on to the people she loved, just put it like that. And
her husband wasn't Nah, I mean, I feel her. Like, he was too busy running away for her to even, like, he was gone. Like, he was trying to save himself. Let's just put it that way.
yeah,
I mean, not like actively trying to save himself, but like his actions were kind of just like, oh well, if my family gets clacked, I'ma be okay. Like, I'm getting on this boat.
yeah.
So yeah, that was a little disturbing. Especially like there were just like, even towards the end where like Lupita's like basically just, at this point she's just clacking people left and right because she's a beast. Even her children are just like boom, boom, just like clacking people because they're traumatized. The whole movie went by, everyone's trying to kill them. So now at this point they've just become savages.
Yeah.
Everyone except for him. Like, he remained non-savage. Like, I mean, he had a few moments where he kind of stumbled his way, but he got lucky. I feel like his his defeats or whatever, or his victories, if you call it that, were by chance. It was kind of like, oh, I accidentally like killed this person, but he sucked. He really did.
He did.
Yeah.
He sucked.
Yeah.
And another thing was also, well, knowing how the end turned out, these children were mixed between clones and humans. So there was a lack of humanity in a sense. It kind of just felt like, you know how, and I mean, it could be totally possible because you know how we live in this world where people take things as far as like video games and what happened in video games, like if that would be a real human interaction if you were in that type of situation. So it kind of felt like, which is not, those type of reactions is not. So they did kind of joke about, oh, and I don't feel like it was on purpose, you know. This film had a purpose and so many layers to it that I don't think it was just put in there for laughs or just that, not just that, you know. So the fact that they were joking about, oh, I killed 2 human beings, or something, a clone, something that appeared to be human, you know, to be joking about that, it definitely showed a lack of humanity. I don't know. And I know, I just felt like everyone should have been a lot more traumatized. I don't know.
I mean, like, it kind of reflects this society. I mean, when you look at today, how, I mean, how desensitized we are. Like, just as a people, we're so desensitized. Like, when people say, you know, this person's insane, like, I don't even think that's the case, you know. Like, everyone should be insane or whatever that word means, you know, with what's going on in the world. The people that are fine or numb is what it really is. I mean, that's being desensitized. That is not normal. That's not human. To not be able to feel, like, these are things we should be empathetic, we should be compassionate. I mean, we should feel things, like she said, with like the video games and all these movies out, and these are all working to desensitize the youth more and more. So like, yeah, we are traumatized. I just don't think we realize it.
Yeah.
The movie was really good. I do want to say that it's one of those movies that will make you think. Like, cause we went, we caught the 11, it was like 11 o'clock, right? And so we get out like around 1. We literally stayed up all night talking about this movie. Yeah. Like, legit. That's when we should have recorded the video, cause like,
exactly.
we had so many speculations. I mean, you guys, if you watched it, you know what we mean. Like, there's a moment at the end where Lupita makes eye contact with her son, the little fire boy, and it was just like weird, because it's like, okay, does he know? Like, he looked at her like he knew that she was the one that got switched out. And when I say switched out, y'all who watched it, y'all know. Y'all who didn't watch it, I'm sorry. We did tell y'all this is a spoiler video. So, but yeah. It was a lot of just little slick things like that I would need to go and watch it again to like fully grasp, you know.
And I just feel like Jordan Peele is he's so intellectual, like he's so smart. He created a movie where even if, you know, a lot of people didn't show up on the first day, that it's a movie that you'll come back and see repeatedly. So he definitely knows how to make money off of his work. Because I definitely will be going back. And maybe a few things that maybe you guys noticed, maybe you guys have answers to it. We had our speculation that down below was possibly, there was cloning. They talked about different tunnels that exist throughout the US that are not being used, or we don't know what they're being used for. So we thought that maybe this was a cloning operation, But we did hear some mentions of like maybe it was like, you know, I don't know, hell and heaven. I don't know. Like down below is hell.
Yeah.
So if you guys could know any more information on that, you guys can explain to us.
Also, if you guys know like about the rabbits, like why rabbits? You know, I know there has to be a reason. I don't know. So what do you guys think about the rabbits?
The handcuffs, because she was always handcuffed.
Yeah.
And what we did realize is that from the very beginning, she knew that this other girl did take her life, basically. And she remembered very well what happened. And the handcuffs basically shows you that she remembers, because in the end, when they showed the clone, or the one who was originally down below, when she took the one from above, she handcuffed her to her bed. So the handcuffs were very significant. So when she saw her again, she was like, handcuffs, like you know what you did.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah, I actually didn't think that she remembered at first until she brought that point up about the handcuffs. But I was like, I mean, if I remembered, like, I would have been like a little bit more, you know, livid. But the handcuffs, that's a good point, because if she didn't remember what happened, like where would these handcuffs come from? You know, so that is a good point. But I definitely think she was trying to take her time and teaching her a lesson, because it took a while for her to get there. Like I was expecting her to be like, you took me and blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? But she definitely took her time, and she definitely wanted to torture them. And you know, I'm kind of salty that I'm kind of mad. Well, y'all know what happened, but like low key, like I feel bad that she did not make it, you know. So yeah, that kind of left me feeling some type of way, because she was the OG copy, and the whole movie, it's like you're not liking this character, and the whole time, like, she has every right to want to take her place back. Now, she was the leader of this whole what is it, Hands in America revolution. So she did spark the idea for everyone underground, because they weren't as smart as, you know, humans. So because she was the only human down there, she did spark the whole idea for the revolution, for everyone to take over 33 years later, the resurrection. And so that's when it got a little crazy. She planted that seed. And, you know, she died trying.
And did you guys also realize, like, the slippers they were wearing? Like, it was like from what you would imagine in a Bible film. So there was definitely a lot of symbolism with Jesus Christ, and then the resurrection 33 years later. So yeah.
Definitely.
So I mean, guys, we want this to be a debate. If you guys have more gems, symbolism, what you guys saw, what you guys got from the film, please comment down below, because I'm sure we missed a lot of stuff. And if you guys would like a part 2 to this video after we go watch it again, because we'll probably come back with more. Because there's so many layers, like he said, so many layers. Like, he didn't just make this film to be funny.
It's not a surface film.
No, and the thing that's funny about it though is a lot of people can miss it. Like, it could fly right over your head. Like, you could take it for as simple as you want to take it too.
And that's fine too, because for those people who don't like all those deep films and analyzing, you don't have to. You can definitely leave this movie and you will enjoy it for, you know, the most basic form that it was in. So,
okay.
Well, so this was a great film, you guys. Like we said, we want to continue this conversation, debate, whatever. Let us know what you guys think. What did you pick up? Do you have any answers to the questions, things that we were puzzled about? We'd love to hear it. Until we go see it again, like, man, so much to unwrap. So with that being said, thank you for watching our channel.
We are Ba Babes. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff.
And make sure you hit that bell so that you receive all of the notifications. You'll be the first to know once we upload a video. And yeah, you'll just get that young email as soon as we upload. It's gonna be like Ba Babes uploaded a YouTube video, and then you're just like click, and then yeah.
So stay tuned and stay blessed. Probably messing up our video.